Port Zexen Docks Central Area. So where were we? If you need anything, send a Sylph J in the Van Eltiel. Will sail to the rescue wherever you may be. Yeah, what if we're inland? Not a problem, the Crow Carrier if we have to. So this is right after the cave. Right? This is the little town that we just got past the gates to access. That little dungeon.
The wind's kicking and the tide's flowing, and we're stuck here.
Then why not just set sail?
Not going to happen. The Abbey hasn't given us permission yet.
And we would need their permission, why?
The kingdom keeps a strict watch on harbors and sea routes. It's like they've erected walls and gates in the sea.
Aha.
Didn't we
Midgand is spread
just
across
get
a number of
through
islands.
A
The
wall
sea is the
in
only
sea?
way to get from one place to another. If they can control the ships, they can control the flow of people, goods, and even information.
Exactly. They even created that fortress, Vortigern, to help them do just that.
Why aren't those
It's
ships
restrictive, but it's also necessary. Demons are out at sea too, and exorcists are the only ones who can stand against them.
Even still, it rubs me the wrong way. A sea dog obeys nothing but the winds and the waves.
Cursed skybox. Oof. Now the treasure chest. I'm gonna go see what those exclamation points are about. The S is save point. Okay. Freeze motion run normally now. Church good. Crew of the Van Vivaldi. Looks like a cool bunch, but they're very polite and even swab the dock. So if the rougher sailors out there looking at these in the sample.
Have you heard? Marcus and his pirates were taken out by the Royal Navy.
So, he even got Marcus's crew now.
Of the 4 pirate kings who terrorized Midgand, only Ifrid and his crew remain.
Aren't the seas still swarming with pirates?
Only small fry that rob small civilian ships on the sly. But the only pirates left that can pick a fight with the Royal Navy and win are Ifrid and
So
his
they're
crew.
not actually
In other
solving
words, the
the
only ship
problem.
left that's truly free is the Von
They're
Eltia.
chasing
For a
headlines.
merchant, you really seem to like these pirates.
He may be crooked, but money's not all he's after. If profit was his only desire, he could have made more by selling us out.
But that'd be too boring, don't you think? The fun's in making a killing by breaking the rules.
You're a funny guy.
Shut up,
And
bro.
that's why Ifrid goes through him whenever we need to dock here.
Well, I can't say I've ever met a human like him.
Isn't he right there? Alright, let's go check the tavern, see if there's any scenes there. And then I'll probably check in on the equipment shop just in case anything nabs my fancy, even though nothing has yet. Nice. Elevator music. And nothing.
I've heard there's a prison island somewhere where they keep the worst of the worst, but it's a hard tale to swallow.
It's true.
And the rumors that hundreds of demons are in prison there?
Fact.
People say that no one has ever escaped from there alive.
That one's a lie. After all, we're here.
Wait, you don't mean...
Shut the fuck
Keep
up,
your mouth
Margaret.
shut. Otherwise,
Oh my
you'll fare
God.
worse than anyone on that island.
Yes, sir. I didn't hear a thing.
Did that actually just happen? And it's not going to be a plot point. Magilu needs to go away forever. Is it a new exclamation point, or did I just miss it?
Crabs are amazing, right?
Oh yeah! They're delicious boiled or grilled. Even their innards are yummy. And 5 sets of legs. That's so many!
That's all true. But what really makes them amazing is their miraculous ability to regenerate. They can detach their own legs when a predator attacks, which lets them get away.
It's called autotomy.
Look at
And
that
then,
squat.
not long after they detach their leg, a new one grows from the stump.
Really? So you're saying we need to catch lots of crabs,
That
then
guy looks
scare
like
them
he's in
so they detach their
agony.
own legs?
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. We can harvest as much as we like. No one's thought of this before. We're geniuses.
Huh. I never knew that. I thought only lizards could regrow a lost body part, and only their tails.
Lizards. Do you think Dial's tail can grow back?
If it does, we could make a killing by selling dial tails.
Would they be tasty?
No idea.
Ugh. No way.
Nice. Escape rope. Can't go there. Looks like talking about. Who does this guy remind me of? Who are you, strange pirate boy? Kind of reminds me of Vaughn, vaguely. Also, that belt is thicker than his arm. Prime character design.
Eisen told us to come see you. What's all this about a scouting ship?
We're going to explore the outer seas.
He's missing a
let me
tooth.
explain. Beyond the reaches of our kingdom lie vast, open oceans we call the outer seas.
And you're going to explore them? What for?
To make a map of the whole world, of course.
Yeah,
A
idiot.
map of the whole world.
That's right. Ifrit's pirates have many ambitions, one of which is the creation of a complete map describing the whole world. In fact, the Von Eltias already sailed all the way to the far continent for that very reason.
That's amazing.
Eisen looks really
guys sure
angry
dream
about
big.
that.
I still don't get it.
Yeah, me neither.
Shut up,
A
Magalu.
map of a bunch of places nobody cares about? Big deal.
Well, regardless, if we're going to find anything in the vast waters, we'll need a lot of luck. We'd like to borrow some of yours.
And just how do you plan on doing that?
I want you to use your gut instincts to tell us where to look. In exchange, the Von Eltia will be at your service.
That's the
And you can do
stupidest
anything
thing
we
I've
find in our
ever
explorations.
heard.
You'll be able to assign us new orders from any location.
What?
By using a kind of messenger bird called a sylph jay.
No
Who knows?
fucking
We might
way.
even come across some good treasure. Or maybe some rare food. Or brand new recipes.
Stop it.
That's a lot of treasure you could find.
Doesn't sound bad to me. It won't take much of our time, and besides, it could be interesting.
Holy shit.
Okay, as long as I'm not responsible for how things turn out, I guess I can help.
All right, then I'll tell you what you need to know.
I'm in shock. The deal that a pirate just gave us is complete, unabated access to his entire ship and crew on the condition that I follow my gut instinct on where to go. And he said it all while looking like fucking Batman. Oh my god, dude. You can send your scout ship on voyages to explore the outer seas. You can explore areas to determine your current exploration level. Display the upper right of the screen. I guess so. I guess.
Scout ship setting sail. Take a look at this.
Wow, they're really going after realism here. During each exploration, the ship and her crew will face 3 battles. The number of victories will determine the items and EXP received. In their explorations, the crew might also uncover special rewards like recipes, new areas, and treasures. Some treasures may provide exploration skills that will make future voyages go more smoothly. Inactivated these skills provide various benefits, such as increasing the amount of EXP earned or the number of items found. There we go. 30 minutes. The expedition is underway. This time the ship will return at its normal speed. Take advantage of the expedition stuff. Okay.
So now
Alright, so it
we
was
just
giving
wait
an
for
example.
news.
No problem.
Who knows what we'll find? A sunken ship full of treasure, maybe?
Underwater ruins? Desert islands?
This old
New shipping lanes, perhaps.
Some fish would be enough for me, especially if they sell well.
My thoughts exactly. Tuna or yellowtail or sturgeon.
Okay, so we got that out of the way. What's this yellow card looking thing? Oh no. Get me the fuck out. Get me out. Okay. So let's head down here to the only area we can progress to. Oh wait, those ships are still stationary on the horizon. Haven't moved an inch. Not an inch. Also, I said I was going to check out the equipment shop. Calcite, yeah, all this stuff's new. Capability versus armored. Defense, defense. Let's get... a couple more of these. One of these just to have one, and two of those, just so I'm prepared when shit starts hitting the fan. Calcite fragment. Alright, so yeah, this looks pretty strictly just like an upgrade. So I guess I'll start, was there more calcite stuff? Nah, I won't bother.
Sir, scouts have reported seeing a powerful demon.
It's
its
me.
danger level has been classified as Code Red.
Code
Understood.
Red!
I'll notify the Abbey we have a Code Red demon in our midst. Send out an emergency alert to the neighboring areas.
Right.
Isn't
With
it
wild
nice
demons this close to
when,
the capital, the Abbey must have had its
when
hands
you finally
full.
hear their reaction to demon
what did he mean by
presence
a
and
Code
any
Red demon?
facilitative?
It's like a most wanted list
Alright, I
for
guess they're going
demons.
over it.
From the latest I've heard, there's around 10 such demons across the territories.
Oh, they sound pretty tough.
That would be putting it lightly. Suffice it to say, you wouldn't want to face one unprepared.
Elite
Then we'd
hunts.
best be prepared.
Let's get going. While we're wasting time here, the Abbey is digging in.
Come on, Velvet. You can be growlier than that. Has that been happening this entire time?
Very well. Onward.
Still there.
You said you heard about Ifrit on the prison island, right?
I heard an exorcist legate named Melchior took him away. I don't know anything beyond that.
Neither do I. What about you, Magilu?
Word is he was taken away about a year ago. Caused quite a stir, if I remember right. Everything about him was kept a tight secret. No one even knew what cell he was in.
Ifrit is an ordinary human, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have the abilities of an exorcist. And he isn't a demon either.
Weird. I mean, if they were just trying to bust up his gang, why capture him but leave the crew free?
Morale.
If not his gang, what business does the Abbey have with him then?
We've cast our nets wide and can't come up with any explanation. We'll free him, though. His place is on the sea with us.
And you're convinced he's still alive?
They wouldn't have any problems killing a pirate who caused them trouble.
If the Abbey took him alive and for questioning, it means he has something they really want.
But he isn't the type to change his ways or bend his knee on anyone's orders.
So he's just getting tortured.
He holds his own tiller.
Precisely.
Great.
Why did you come back to us?
I could tell you all missed me something awful.
We didn't. At all.
And what about your search for this traitor?
He slipped away yet again. I've no clue where he ran off to.
You're a witch. Can't you use a spell or something?
My spellcraft works kind of like a three-legged race. It simply requires my backstabbing, slippery accomplice.
Like a con artist needs an accomplice.
I am not a con artist!
I'm not going to help you find your traitor, you know.
How cold! Such an icy stare could freeze fire!
And you don't have anyone else?
Well,
I
no.
like Velvet and
Do you
Rokuro
have
a
a
lot
home to
more
return
when they're
to?
roasting Magilu.
Nope.
Do you know a trade other than magic?
Nope.
What is it, Laphicet?
Magilu's story made my chest feel funny. And my nose is runny.
The witch has no friends, no home, and no purpose. I think what you're feeling is pity.
Ooh.
Pity?
It's when you feel sorrow for someone else.
I pity Magilu.
Oh, come on!
You hate to see it. Is it a monkey?
You'll be rust on my blade.
Killing flash! But I'm this close. I won't miss!
What?
No escape! No escape! Tremble!
Did he just do that on his own?
See this? See this?
Alright, Rokuro.
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
What's BG again? What's a one BG? What's BG?
Wide open! Wide open!
Was that supposed to be a joke?
BG, 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 BG. Battle grade? It's probably battle grade. I hope it's battle grade. Is that where I came from? That's where I came from. Get away from me.
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Get out of my way. I'm gonna kill you with my bad luck. Grr.
Let's go!
Dark and light!
See this? See this? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Come on, really?
These fights are kind of a clusterfuck. Fuck.
On to battle!
Dark and light!
Got him.
I wish I had power like that.
What are you talking about? You have the best power. Shitty grasp on mathematics. That is your power, right? Yeah.
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Get out of my way! Aizen's very edgy. He has two facial expressions. But he's a different kind of edge from Velvet, so it's refreshing. Let's go this way. Cosmetic chest! Quaint little area. Fuck. Let me see what I got. Whatever. It's fine. We'll live. Right? We'll live. Now we go south.
Wow. Those walls. They're so huge.
Fuck up, Lava.
That's Logris, the capital of the Empire. They keep demons out by enclosing the city within a great wall.
Humanity has achieved great things on the backs of slave Malakim.
Why the surprise, Laphicet? You've been here before, right?
I have. But back then, I was not who I am now.
I see. Tethered Malakim aren't even allowed the freedom to observe their surroundings.
We'll soon lose such freedom
What
ourselves.
does that even mean?
Huh?
You're not
We've
allowed
reached
to
the heart of
look
the
at
Empire
things?
and of the Abbey. Soldiers and exorcists are stationed all around. This is no place for a collection of villains like us.
I'm not looking for a place. All I need to find is Artorias. That's it.
Growlier, Velvet. Growlier. I know you.
You're
can do better
fighting
than
a
that.
recon. No escape!
I really should just get better at parrying, since it gives me fuck ton of stars.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem. Who wants some next?
I bet it landed on tails.
Let's go. Go wide open. Who wants some next?
Come on, really? We're finished here. Let's go.
Done. Get out of my way. You're inhibiting me from using every tool at my disposal. There's so much stuff over here. Whoa. 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 That was real spooky. I don't like that. However, I think I know what that was. That was that
I'll end this quickly.
fighting two guys at the same time. Oh my god. This is illegal. Nice job, not lost.
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
Shut up, Rokuro. Oh my god. Alright, let's go do that double snake fight. Okay, you. Oh, it's just you guys.
A foe worth killing.
Just mashing buttons.
Victory is ours.
Alright, that's a 3.0 battle grade. That's a little ridiculous, right? KO-free victory, lots of break souls, 25 enemy stuns, 2 status elements, active character 2. Alright. Am I the best? You know, slightly. Get out of my face, bird brain. You're nothing to me.
On to battle.
We're finished
Was
here.
I 1 health there?
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I was. Why did that happen? I think it happened because I'm stupid.
Killing flash! But I'm this close. I won't miss! Form zero! Next!
Whoa, wait. He has a crazy demon eye?
Deception!
When did that happen?
Well then, let's move on.
You know? Can you imagine if that's what fights look like in real life? Just a bunch of people screaming move names while doing side flips and shit. And teleporting everywhere. Alright. This is nothing. I don't even remember the name of this city. But that's where we gotta go. What do you mean it's closed off to the public?
An inspection.
They won't inspect everyone. Just act natural.
Your face is all stiff.
I know.
How can he see them? He doesn't have eye holes.
You, in the black coat. Show me your documentation. Well? Your travel permit from the Abbey, where is it?
Foolish girl, how many times have I told you? A magician's apprentice must wear a pleasant grin.
Magician?
Verily, I present to you the traveling troupe of mischievous misfits known across the land as Magilou's Menagerie.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Entertainment for the ceremony?
Why, yes, indeed we are, my dear. Please pardon my uncouth apprentice. Girl, allay the good man's fears and show him the dove trick you've spent all these weeks on. Go to...
Huh?
Great improvisation, Velvet.
Sorry, mistress. I forgot to prepare.
You pathetic little shirker! A proper performer is perpetually prepared!
It's fine. Doves flying around would be a nuisance.
No, this will not do. If you cannot summon a dove, then act like one. Act like a dove!
Cool.
Oh my fucking god. I hate her so much.
Magilou's Menagerie manufactures mirth. That was just a small sample for the good citizenry of Logris.
Hey, you can't advertise here! Move along!
As you say.
It's a really bad guard.
That was a fine ploy, Magilou.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day. Coo. Oh, that murderous gaze! Coo.
Those doves were amazing.
Just a crude trick. If anything, it just shows the capital's defenses are pathetic.
More like it shows how much confidence they have in those defenses. How many soldiers are here, Laphicet?
The number of exorcists in the capital? At least 1,000. And 2 divisions of guards.
I'd expect no less from the capital. They're not careless. They're covered.
We need transit documents.
See how the citizens smile? To think they were fleeing from demons just a few years ago.
To hold an observance of this scale shows just how much peace their power has brought.
A peace paid for with Loffies.
Velvet?
Use any tool!
Take a look at this.
Come on!
This recipe looks real tasty.
Such enthusiasm.
Scout ship settings.
Low-res Jewel of the Empire. What's going on here?
The Abbey's job is getting harder and harder. We've all got to give them our full support.
Let's backtrack a bit. Just what sort of organization is this Abbey?
You're kidding me. How do you not even know that?
The Abbey is part of Midgand's Church of the Empyreans. Originally, it was an order of paladins and warrior priests devoted to exorcising evil.
Yeah. The Abbey's official name is the Exorcist Abbey of the Church of Midgand. Nowadays, its members are all called exorcists.
I'm impressed. You've done your research.
So basically they're just one branch of the church, right? Well, for a side branch, they don't really strike me as humble.
That's because they're killing a lot of people.
The High Priest entrusted all his power to the Abbey's leader, Lord Artorius. He's effectively retired.
So the Abbey's leader is at the top of the entire church.
That's not all. The prince also gave Lord Artorius authority over all military and government affairs during the crisis.
Yes.
Lord Artorius commands Midgand now, and has formed a new theocracy to combat the demon blight.
And that is the origin of the Holy Midgand Empire. The Abbey is its foundation, and its ray of hope.
Wow, okay, got it. The Abbey's a big deal.
Church good. But actually, church bad this whole time.
Right now, Prince Percival is the one ruling Midgand. He's the crown prince.
The crown prince? What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public life and leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorius and the Abbey. As long as we have Lord Artorius and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorius' side.
So let me get this straight. The High Priest is like, you know what? I'm the top of the top, but I'm gonna retire anyway. And now Artorius is in charge of the Abbey. And the king did the exact same thing? Are they just using the trope twice? Or like does that have some coherence? Are the two things connected? It's a good opportunity to connect those two things. He doesn't have a exclamation point, so I'm not gonna bother. However, this man does have an exclamation point.
Mommy, when's the prince gonna talk? The exorcists are coming too, right?
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying it's going to be a very important announcement about the Abbey.
Yeah,
I want to see the exorcists!
Right?
We need to thank them for saving us from the demons!
You're right.
Good.
We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah!
Church
I'll follow the
so
rules,
good.
Too. I won't be selfish.
They sure are popular.
Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the exorcists.
Church good. The city is just a bunch of people yelling church good at the top of their lungs. And I dig it. This is pretty cool. It kind of... in a weird way reminds me of Demon Souls, but I guess that's just because it's a castle town.
Listen to those cheers. The royals sure have these folks in line.
Subjects, may I have your attention? It is I, Percival Asgard, Crown Prince of the Midgard Empire. His Majesty, my father, and I are pleased to celebrate with you on this auspicious day.
The ceremony starts.
Coming on the loudspeaker.
Slip in now.
After the opening, 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread
Or is
of
this
demon
from behind
blight.
the door?
However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land
Over there.
would not be
You can
lost.
climb up if you want, but attacking now would
And
be
the
suicide.
name of that man was Artorius Coldbrand.
Church good, church good, church good, church good, church good. Velvet in her head. No, church has been bad. Church is bad the whole time.
To bring us salvation
None of you
from
get it.
demons, he sacrificed everything.
But he's a murderer.
He called Lord Inominat, one of the 5 Empyreans, and blessed us with the strength of the Malakith.
But he's a murderer!
Velvet!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in
nobody
this
seeing
world
this?
of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him. You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorius' devoted work, to the Savior who purifies evil and guides our flock. Let us call him our shepherd. Shepherd Artorius, Shepherd Artorius, Shepherd Artorius, Shepherd Artorius, Shepherd Artorius.
He looks like a fuckboy. Who do you think tops? Artorius is definitely
Even though
a
the
bottom.
world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure the pains of reason. I asked you to bind yourselves with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity is one forged from unshaking reason, and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready before all of us today. I offer my body and my life in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering
That was jarring.
will be nothing but a distant memory!
Wait, no it wasn't. Why did I think it wasn't a cutscene before that specific moment?
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
I'm right here, Velvet! Have you ever squeezed your hand so hard it bleeds?
The shepherd Artorius.
I think she actually cut
That's who you're
herself on
after?
her own edge.
Oh, and here I was, hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
Me too,
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorius.
Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways. I've got a bit of hunting to do.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye.
Farewell! May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented!
Good.
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's gather information on these people. If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need a lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
I don't go inland much, I'm afraid. But Eifried has close ties to a shadow guild. A tavern in the city, run by an old man called Baskerville, serves as a front for them.
A shadow guild? Those sorts of things actually exist?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern. They'll have food, I'm sure.
Why not?
I am missing the one-on-one conversations.
My stomach made a weird...
The exorcists sure were out in full force to see the shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
But I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah. He was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say
Don't
that
get
all
too
the
close
body's
or you'll
spiritual
get
energy
bad luck, Lafayette
gathers
said.
in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
Shut up, Rokuro. Anyways, what I was saying, I am missing the one-on-one conversations, like what Lafayette and Rokuro had in the dungeon while we were going to fight Dial. The game kind of feels like it's shoehorning a lot of actual plot development into these 4-man conversations, which essentially boil down to just anime explanations of each of the characters telling Velvet or each other why things are the way they are.
Savior of mankind who guides us through the darkness.
Most of these exclamation points are just church
I believe
good.
in him. As long as we have Shepherd Artorias.
Shepherd Artorias?
How pompous can you...
Artorias is already... But now that he's taken on this new title...
A dangerous opponent.
After seeing that, will you...
Of course I will. I'll have my vengeance.
It's getting a little repetitive, and a lot of the nuance I was expecting out of the plot isn't coming. So I'm looking for the tavern, right? Yeah. But that could change. Obviously, we're still really early in. Only like, what, 7 or so hours? Is this even the right tavern? Are there multiple? Yeah, I don't think this is the right tavern. I gotta go exploring a little bit. I don't think this area was open, so it's probably through here. Even though it doesn't look like it at all. Alright, somebody dropped their change.
Lord Artorias' speech was so
Church
wonderful. I teared up halfway through.
I was so worried when the demons appeared.
I'm so
I am
glad
so
that
glad I
church
put my
is
faith in the
good.
Abbey.
The exorcists put their lives on the line to protect us. We've got to do what we can to help.
Church
I want to marry the shepherd when I grow up.
Good.
Now that's popularity.
Ignorance is bliss.
Church is good. That's sort of what I mean. Like, what was the real substantial difference between that and any of the other exclamation points I've run into here? I just feel like it's misuse of a narrative tool that the game includes. It sort of feels like mass-produced writing. I don't think I can do anything with this, can I? Yes, I can. This is the most evil-looking chapel I've ever seen. Tell me the good word. Is church good?
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Repent? Are you talking to me?
Yes. When I look at your vestments around your chest, your hips,
Are you calling
I
me
can
a
tell
hoe?
your sins are many and deep.
Say that again. Exactly what were you staring at?
Well, mankind is rife with sin, and I am no different. You must acknowledge your misdeeds
What
and
the
confess them to the
fuck?
great Empyreans. By confronting your sinful urges, you will be empowered to resist them.
Is that so? You're saying I just need to confess all the bad things I've done.
Yes, confess your darkest sins, my child, assured that none is beyond the forgiveness of the Empyreans.
Empyreans, hear my confession. When I was in prison, I instigated a riot and used it to break myself out.
Huh?
Then I set fire to some warehouses in town and stole a ship to make my getaway. Then I teamed up with some pirates to destroy a military fortress. I killed anyone who got in my way.
What?
What do you think, Father? Will the Empyreans forgive me?
I think you should turn yourself into the Abbey and let them help you repent.
That's convenient. I'm already planning on going to the Abbey. You see, I'm going to kill their boss, Artorias.
I need an exorcist over here! Quick! Somebody! Anybody!
That's about how I figured it'd go.
And nothing.
That is one impressive cathedral. It fits the capital.
Yes.
This almost looks like a
It's incredible.
It's as I heard. It wasn't built using Moloch arts, but the latest architectural engineering techniques. Look at those arches, the mathematical logic, the structural ornamentation. This is an architectural marvel.
So, is that Empyrean in there?
I highly doubt it. Empyrean worship has become mostly symbolic over the years. This cathedral wasn't built as a place of worship. It's commemorative, to celebrate the continent's unification.
In other words, a show of power.
That explains why they spared no expense.
It's too early to be impressed. This is just the entrance, and it's unfinished. They're constructing a colossal temple inside here. They say it'll take centuries to complete.
Centuries? That's insane. How could they think that's a good idea?
Your guess is as good as mine. I suppose that sometimes, humans just have a need to push their limits.
Yeah, seriously.
The Reaper and a Demon are shaking their heads at this overwrought monstrosity. Intrinsic worth, 0.
I wonder what it'll look like when it's finished.
So this is the entrance to a temple. Templeception. Is the purple what I'm looking for? the last place to go, so it better be. Yep, great.
What'll it be?
Some food for the boy.
Mabo curry is our specialty. It takes a week to stew properly.
Mabo curry.
Some of that, then. Say, do you know a man named Baskerville? I heard we might find him here.
That old man? A scoundrel and criminal who went against the rules of the Abbey. They executed him long ago.
Oh.
Oof. Rip Baskerville.
Velvet, this Mabo curry is amazing.
Too bad I can't taste anything.
You get along so well. Is he your brother?
Oh, could you tell from the genetics?
No.
From the shared eye color,
he
hair
wouldn't be,
color?
would he? After all, your brother was murdered before your eyes.
How do you know that?
The shadows watch those who flinch from the light.
So the guild is still active, even after Baskerville's arrest?
That's right. Just like how Ifreed's crew continues their piracy, even without their captain.
So you're the contact?
What may I help you with?
I want to know what Artorias is planning.
Information such as that, it won't come cheap. I have here a list of jobs, not one remotely legal. Take care of all of them, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
I should do all of them, don't I? Might as well just start from the top. Warehouse in Port Zexin.
Take this with you as documentation. It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie?
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
I can see you're a
A little
group to be
difficult if
reckoned with.
Magalu's not
Report
here.
back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes. Right. You're missing Captain Ifreed. The captain has done much toward our viability. I promise that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
We also don't know what's up with Artorias' old Malakim either. The one that broke us out of prison.
Sounds like you've got problems of your own. Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
Shut up, Brokero. All you want to do is
I could
be
ask
strong.
you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
It was...
A demon repaying a debt?
It was in a treasure chest, bro!
As ridiculous as
Bro, it was 2 floors down, bro,
Hmm.
no! Brokero, you're so dumb.
No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. Few can accomplish that. It takes strength, real strength, and I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifrit's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
Aren't you unlucky? Wouldn't anybody?
It's a compliment.
That you don't want to miss
Fools
here.
that big aren't born
Your
every
stupid
day.
conversations. Hear your stupid conversations, Aizen.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifrit's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
Those are the one-on-one
The
conversations
shepherd
that we're talking
Artorias,
about.
hmm? He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
The soundtrack was a little wanting. I don't feel it fit the mood very well. But what are you gonna do? Soundtrack's been relatively unimpressive in every other area, so
A kind face for such a
shouldn't have
hard
crazy
woman.
expectations.
She knew about me and our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. Not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a man of taste. That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
Doesn't it take a week to stew Velvet? Are we really gonna have that time on the road? Even if you do use every tool available? No. No fucking mini games.
Destroying red crates in a warehouse? Doesn't sound very nice.
Have we ever been nice?
I suppose not.
This is a contract job, so let's keep costs down. I'll call the Von Eltia and have her draw the guards away.
If you would.
What will we be destroying?
Who knows? That's hardly our concern.
Should I go get all the exclamation points? We'll check this one out, and if it's church bad, I'm not gonna bother. Or church good, rather. If it's church good, I'm not gonna bother.
That ceremony was simply fantastic.
Church
Lord
good.
Artorias' speech was brilliant, of course, but Prince Percival was really something too. He raises up Artorias to help the country and its people, then willingly steps down. Now that's what I call a king.
You think so? Well, to me, he just looks like a wimp.
He may look that way, but he has a great inner strength. He's excelled as a scholar and a leader since he was young. His only hobby is falconry, but sadly I hear he hasn't had the time for it lately.
You seem like a big supporter of his.
Well, he's got 2 younger brothers, but just between you and me, they're dolts. Worse, they hang with a bad crowd. If anything were to happen to Prince Percival, the future of Midgand would be bleak.
Isn't his dad literally fine, though?
Which means
Oh my
Midgand's
God.
vulnerable without him.
Zexin. So I need to cross the ocean, which means I need to get... Wait. Doan... No, Port Zexin is the place I broke into, right, okay. So I can just go straight north. Great. That said, this is a pretty good place to end the episode. So that's what we're gonna do. It was good for establishing some stuff. There was some combats here and there. Yeah, not bad.